Hello, everybody. This is Walt Noir, or just Walt. Um, it occurred to me yesterday that most of the games I see streamed on Twitch are games that kind of reset every time you fire them up. There is no storyline that carries forward from one stream to the next. The games that I've been playing are not like that. There is a storyline. And if you don't see the first episode of the stream, or if you miss one in the middle, you may feel lost and not interested in joining in. So I thought perhaps I would make a video that kind of gives us the story so far, a recap, so to speak, of what has happened thus far in the game. The game playing tonight is called Fallen Aces, and my character's name is Michael Thane. I'm a private investigator in a city that's overrun by crime. We saw in the opening cinematic of the game that there is an upcoming election, and one of the candidates for mayor has a plan to deal with the crime that is so rampant. And unfortunately for him, the criminals did not take too kindly to his thoughts on the matter, and they attempted to assassinate him. He was shot, but he was not killed. And subsequently, my partner Pete and I were hired to find out what crime syndicate was behind this assassination attempt. We know the man who pulled the trigger is dead, supposedly a suicide in his jail cell, but we don't know who paid him to carry out the attempted hit. As this game opens, I receive a phone call from an unknown man telling me to get out of my apartment, that there are thugs coming to kill me. I believed this man, and despite him not answering any of my questions, I decided I would do as he suggested and get out of my apartment building. As I tried to leave, I encountered wave after wave of thugs who were indeed trying to kill me. Things did not work out particularly well for them. And then as I finally made it through the apartment and was ready to step out on the street, there was a drive-by shooting. I poked my head out. Car went ripping by. Bullets were ripping into the building. I ducked and dodged and managed to stay out of the line of fire. The car that the bullets were coming from, it crashed into other buildings and other cars, and there was a fiery conflagration. It's quite a mess. That blocked off part of my access to the town, and I was instructed to go to my partner and friend Pete's apartment. I could not go the most direct route because of this crash and the fire that resulted from it, so I had to take the long way around town, and in the process encountered more and more and more guys who were trying to kill me. By the time I got to Pete's place, I went in and I found that my partner, my friend Pete, was dead. He was hanging and presumably had been killed by the same people who were trying to kill me now. Since then, I've been kidnapped, I've been beaten up, I've been kicked around. I've had literally hundreds of guys try to kill me. I've encountered a former friend turned like supervillain named Glass Jaw. I encountered a secretive superhero type guy called Nightwave. He's reminiscent of the old school Green Hornet, if you remember him, not whatever crap that was that Seth Rogen did a few years ago, but the actual Green Hornet from the 30s, 40s, 50s. Or also the Shadow, if you remember the Shadow, remember hearing about the Shadow. Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? Only the Shadow knows. So, this superhero type I encountered named Nightwave, he's rather reminiscent of those guys. After I was kidnapped, I broke free. I was at the docks. I needed to get out of the docks area, and in my attempt to do so, had to deal with a whole bunch of other bad guys who were trying to kill me. And ultimately, Nightwave helped me finish off the last few guys that were trying to kill me, and he and I escaped the docks area. As we were leaving, we were run down by another automobile that had guys in it who were shooting at us and trying to kill us. Nightwave, my new friend, was shot in the arm. His car was destroyed, and we survived, but we have no automobile now, and Nightwave has been injured. Nightwave says he can get us a car through a friend, but the friend works out of a junkyard. The junkyard is under siege by more bad guys. Apparently, there's a whole bunch of them outside, and if he pokes his head out, it's going to be ugly. Nightwave can't help me do anything to help his friend because Nightwave is injured, needs a doctor. So he has asked me, Nightwave has asked me to go help his friend, get us a set of wheels, and come back. And I'm about to set out to do just that as tonight's stream begins at chapter 3. So that's where we're at. Thanks for coming along for the ride. I do appreciate it, and I'll see you on the other side.